we're taking a deep dive into a world that makes us grip our seats and jump at shadows. The world of horror movies. Today, we're counting down the top 5 scariest films ever made. Are you brave enough to come along? Let's start the journey if you dare. Number 5. Psycho. Psycho has set the benchmark for all things horror. This cinematic gem, crafted by the legendary Alfred Hitchcock, still stands tall in its reign of terror. It's an undeniable classic that has touched the fear in all of us since it first hit the silver screen in 1960. So what makes Psycho so scary? It's the sheer brilliance of its storytelling. It captures your attention, draws you into a world of suspense, then sends chills down your spine when you least expect it. The eerie setting of the Bates Motel, the haunting score that sets your pulse racing, the suspense that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Everything about Psycho screams classic horror. Number 4. The Exorcist. This supernatural saga broke all the rules in 1973, showing us that terror could creep into even the most innocent of places. The Exorcist is more than a film. It's a chilling experience that freezes your blood and leaves you gasping for breath. The story revolves around a young girl possessed by an ancient demonic entity, but it's more than just her horrifying transformation that terrifies us. The sheer powerlessness against an unseen force, the struggle to reclaim the lost innocence. These themes strike a chord. One cannot forget the shocking scenes that have made history. The terrifying sight of a young girl twisted by an evil beyond comprehension. The eerie sounds that fill the room. The gut-wrenching horror as reality is turned inside out. These images have forever engraved themselves into the annals of horror cinema. Number 3. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This film isn't just about the frights. It's about the shocking reality it portrays, unfolding the harrowing tale of a group of friends falling prey to a family of cannibals. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre crosses the boundary from fear into pure terror. The menacing Leatherface, with his horrifying mask and roaring chainsaw, has since become a symbol of dread in the annals of horror cinema. But it's not just the violence that chills us to the bone. The idea that such horrific events could occur, the thought that humans can become such monsters, stirs up a primal fear. It's the terror of the real world that this movie taps into, making it all the more scary. Number 2. The Shining. Directed by the acclaimed Stanley Kubrick, this film uses psychological horror to weave a tapestry of dread that leaves us trembling long after the film ends. The Shining tells the story of a family isolated in an hotel during winter. It's not just the ghostly residents of the hotel that make our skin crawl, but the slow descent into madness of Jack Torrance, a father and husband. The chilling transformation, the tension that builds up in the silence. Every moment of this film is soaked in dread. You may not see the monsters under your bed or the ghost in your closet, but the fear in The Shining is no less real. It's the fear of losing control, the terror of one's mind turning against them. Number 1. The Conjuring. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the movie that sits at the pinnacle of our list, asserting its reign of terror. This film took the 21st century by storm, with its tension and heart-stopping scares. The Conjuring didn't just give us a movie, it gave us a whole universe of fear to explore. The film unveils the terrifying story of the Perron family, whose new dream home quickly turns into a nightmare. It's the relentless horror that keeps you glued to your seat, the suspense that makes your heart race. The sight of ordinary objects turning into conduits of terror, the sound of whispers in the silence, the sense of an ever-present evil. The Conjuring uses these elements to create a chilling atmosphere of dread. But there's a twist. The Conjuring isn't just a product of cinematic horror. It's based on the real-life investigations of Ed and Lorraine Warren, making it all the more petrifying. The thought that such horrifying events could actually happen escalates the fear to an entirely new level. If you loved this thrilling ride, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling content.